check it.
Hello and welcome to another episode of KCC Revision. My name is Edwin Nyongesa. If you are new to this channel, please feel free to hit the subscription button to help our channel grow and reach even more users. Now, in our session today, I want us to look at The Samaritan. The Samaritan is a compulsory play by John Lara, alongside, of course, with Fathers of Nations, which is a compulsory novel by Paul B. Vita, and other optional set texts, including a silent song, Parliament of Walls, and An Artist of the Floating World. So, in our session, I want us to look at the Samaritan. Now, the Samaritan was tested as an essay book for the year 2024, and for the year 2025, this play will be set as an excerpt book. So I have a whole episode that I've done on how to respond to excerpt questions. You can always refer back to our previous episodes. So, what is the Samaritan? I want us to have this discussion. What is the Samaritan? The Samaritan by John Lara is, in fact, John Lara is a pseudonym, which means it's not the real name of this author. It is hidden maybe for personal and political reasons that I don't want to divulge into. Our main focus is to understand this very interesting play by John Lara, a play that obviously is set in the Caribbean or the islands, and which is addressing the question of graft, the question of corruption, the rot that is within the leadership of Maracas Municipality. Well, again, so the play revolves around two students at Sagrada Secondary School, Alivita and Montano. So these two students have invented an app through the assistance of their ethics and innovation teacher, that is teacher Nicole, who has midwifed the idea of the Samaritan. So this is an app that has even won the national innovation competition, and so the app is set to be launched officially, and so the prize giving is going to take place in Sagrada Secondary School, presided over by the mayor of Maracas Municipality, Mayor Mos Oatunya. But again, the app is exposing the corrupt underbelly of the leadership of Maracas Municipality. So it is ironic that, in fact, as we are going through the play, we are set to understand that maybe the mayor of Maracas Municipality, Mayor Mosi Oatunya, will not launch this app for reasons that the app exposes corruption. And it is within Maracas Municipality that there is actually corruption. There's a graft. There's a lot of rot in Maracas Municipality. So all the municipal leaders, they're there. They are corrupt. They all have skeletons in their closet. And true to what I've just said, Mayor Mos Oatunya does not launch the app. He has his own reservations, and he tells Nicole that he has a problem with the app. That is the Samaritan app, which is a simple mobile application. This is a simple application that you can download in App Store, and you can share information in terms of videos, text, files, images, what have you, that exposes whatever that is happening within the municipality. That is in terms of even the tenders awarded, the shoddy tenders, where some people are being awarded, given money. Companies are billing the municipality money for rendering air or for supplying air, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of corruption that John Lara, ineffectiveness in leadership that John Lara is trying to put across in the Samaritan. So the mayor does not launch the Samaritan app, and even tells off the principal, that's Principal Nareen, and teacher Nicole. Remember, she's the brainchild behind the Samaritan app. She's just assisted the two students, Montano and Alivita, to come up with this particular app, to put it in shape and running it, but it is the intellectual property of the two students. So again, the mayor is against this app and is telling Nicole that she should do a letter expressing her reservations about this thing. And by this thing, he means the Samaritan. And of course, the point is that there's an expose on all the corrupt leadership. And that's why he does not want the app to be up and running. That is the reason he's against the app. But now teacher Nicole is a force to reckon with. She does not compromise with what she believes is right. Teacher Nicole always believes in doing the right thing, and therefore she does not oblige, she does not bow to the pressure by Mos Oatunya, who describes himself as the smoke that actually thunders. Now, despite being assured by Nicole that the app has passed all the tests, it has been in fact been taken up by the um, national office. It's taken up, it's now in charge of the national office. He cannot access the back end of this particular app, and it is the intellectual property of Alivita and Montano. So what follows is actually like the theater of the absurd, because these leaders come together. These leaders begin now to fight among themselves, exposing each other, and none, absolutely none of these leaders is clean, including even the opposition leader, that is Basdeo. He's not clean, including Ted, including Inspector General of Police, that is Bembe, including even the principal judge, Ian Jarden of Maracas Court. He's not clean. Everyone has a skeleton in their closet. So this municipal council is hell-bent in doing the wrong things. They are corrupt. They have even a gang warfare where these guys have their own gangs that terrorize people. We have the ghetto boys, I think the Red Eagle. All of them are terrorizing people. Look at Inspector General, for instance. He has built a hotel um, in the Madingo Golf Club on Maracas Municipality land, and it doesn't seem to bother him as much. And he has turned the police outfit into his own personal outfit for collecting bribes from the innocent and the guilty. So look at that. And the likes of Ramdai, the deputy mayor, this is a guy who will bring who will even bring 10 that is title deeds for the same plot and sell them to 10 unsuspecting people. So again, the whole leadership seem to be hell-bent in doing the corrupt things, and they differ and they fight amongst themselves. But the Samaritan is gaining momentum, 500 million downloads, which means we have 500 million um, 500,000 people are already using it, 500,000 downloads rather, which means there are a lot of people that are already using the app. They are exposing corruption within Maracas Municipality. Look at Principal Judge Jarden, Ian Jarden. This is a guy who has orchestrated a lot of injustice in Maracas Municipality. He influences the awarding of tender to his mistress Ivy through what we call the Rotten Gate scandal, where they are rearing rats. Apparently, they are rearing rats, and then they come up with a way of awarding, winning a tender from the Maracas municipality, and this tender is actually for eradicating these rats that they have actually reared themselves, and the rats become a big problem. And so all of the leaders, as I've said, they have a problem, and the problem is that they are corrupt and they are doing a lot of disservice. And just like the Samaritan, the Samaritan is a coinage from the Bible. It's actually the biblical allusion, where there is a man who is beaten up from the Bible. You know the story of a man who is beaten up, a Jewish man. I think he's beaten up by robbers and is left for the dead. And then by good luck, there is a Jewish, a priest who passes by who does not offer any assistance. And then a Levite also passes by, does not offer any assistance. And it only takes a Samaritan, a good Samaritan, and who has a different belief, subscribe to a different belief, to take up who helps the wounded man. So in the same way, the leaders of Maracas Municipality who have been bestowed uh, with the honor of offering services to the people, they are not offering services to the people. Instead, they are robbing them. They are leaving them unattended to after robbing them, and they leave them bleeding and without any form of assistance. So it takes the Samaritan to expose this kind of corrupt leadership. So at the end of it all, they want to influence teacher Nicole. They want to intimidate. They want to use even blackmail. Inspector General of Police Bembe has to fabricate lies that she has stolen a school generator and arrests her. But of course, this does not, it goes unglued because there's no evidence that she has actually stolen the generator. And the thieves and the goons that he had sent to steal the school generator do not actually steal it. So again, it goes back to him, and teacher Nicole becomes a force to reckon with. Look at what Mayor Mosi has to tell Nicole that the bread of the people passes through the leaders, through him as the overall leader of Maracas Municipality. And he only takes a slice or two, or at most three, and then gives the rest of the bread to the people. But the other leaders will eat the whole bread together with the wrapping, and sometimes they even eat the vendor. So it really shows that no one is actually clean. So all these guys are actually corrupt. At the end of it all, the leaders, after trying all forms of blackmail and intimidation, and fighting amongst themselves, and realizing that their enemy is actually the Samaritan, they decide that they are going to influence Nicole into joining their side. But Nicole is also facing so many problems. One, the problem of constant visitation by municipal leaders at school, something that the Principal Narine, does not take lightly. To her, there's a lot of political interference in the smooth running of the school, and she's fed up, and she's at the very end, and she admonishes Nicole, telling her that she was not her secretary as such, and that maybe it is better if she didn't have to fight with Meamos or Atunya, and that maybe it is better if she accepted and did away with this app. Also, the two students, Alivita and Montano, fear for their teacher. Maybe something bad is going to happen, because for once, uh, that is, Mayor Mosi had refused even to launch this app in the school, which means there's a problem, and they feel that maybe they don't want to put their teacher in trouble. But she stays headstrong. She remains resilient. Qualities that maybe you as learners or even teachers of literature should maybe embrace. The idea of remaining headstrong and resilient in the face of corrupt leaders, and saying the truth. Well, eventually the leaders say that maybe Nicole needs a little bit of their power. Maybe it's a political weapon. Maybe she's using the Samaritan to seek for political favors. And so they together decide, all of them decide that they're going to visit her at Sagrada Secondary School to try and influence her, and maybe offer her a job, a position at Maracas Municipality. So it culminates into the leaders going to Maracas Municipality to try to influence Nicole, and she turns down even the golden ring. Is it a ring or a necklace? A ring that she's given, she turns it down. Then they offer her the post of the director general at Maracas Municipality, answerable only to Mayor Mosi. But she turns down that particular post. She says that maybe what Maracas Municipality needed was not a new office. not a position, because they have enough of those anyway. There are so many positions, they are enough. What Maracas Municipality and the people and the leadership need is change of heart, change of tact, so that they see they offer services to the people other than always taking care of their needs and those of their concubines and those of their close circle of friends. She says that it's time is right for Maracas Municipality to consider rendering services to the people and distributing those resources equally, other than just giving those resources to a few people. However, in the process, the National Anti-Corruption Commission through Tajo enter in the school and they arrest, together with police officers, they arrest all the corrupt leaders, including Mayor Mos Ortunya, Ramdai, including even Harvester, the man who believed that he's saved and has not done anything wrong, of course, which is not true, because all of them have dipped their fingers into the coffers of the municipality. So it culminates, this beautiful play will end when all the leaders are arrested and are being taken up for questioning. Probably maybe justice is going to be served. So that is the Samaritan. And I believe that if you take your time and go through it keenly, you'll understand the major underpinnings which are being raised by John Lara. But basically, that is all about the plot and the overview of the Samaritan. So maybe in our next episode, I will try to look at some of the thematic concerns raised and some of the language use and style or styles used by John Lara, and what to expect potential KCC questions, exact questions for the year 2025 and essay questions for the year 2026 that you are supposed to understand. So that is it. Remember, if you have liked this content and uh, you want to receive more of such content, please subscribe to our channel. It will help our channel to grow and also to reach more people and more users. Until next time, it is goodbye.